Well, he is one to never really miss a big political party. The Chronicle's senior political writer and host of It's All Political podcast, Joe Garofoli, joins me live from the Capitol this morning. Joe, good morning to you.
Good morning to you guys. Greetings from Sacramento, where it's not raining and we're inside a tent.
Looks good. Hey, let me ask you, in his speech in just a few hours, does Gavin Newsom come out swinging? Does he take his chance to go after President Trump and his policies? Because as we know, the president has publicly criticized him multiple times last year.
There will be some minor Trump bashing in the speech, Newsom told us last night. But it's, as he said, it's nothing that we haven't heard before. What he will talk, and he also praised the president for his cooperation in dealing with the various natural disasters we've had here in California. But look for soaring rhetoric. We're not going to see a lot of specifics here. But what we all see, the theme of the address today will be California for all. The California dream has not been available to everyone, and that's what Newsom is going to talk about today.
Over the weekend, I noticed you were writing about California's $14 billion budget surplus, Newsom coming in with a Democratic supermajority in the legislature. I mean, it looks on paper like he's inheriting a pretty good picture here, but looking deeper, Joe, what's his biggest challenge?
Well, let's start with the fact that 1 out of every 5 Californians lives in poverty. 3 million people don't have health insurance. We'll start there. So he wants to gradually address those problems, as you said earlier, Mike, through talking about the family, starting with the pre-K era. There'll be a lot of investment in that. He's going to slowly talk about how to get to universal health care coverage. I wouldn't look for a single payer thing. As he said, these things don't switch on and off overnight. But look for him to make moves to get all Californians health care coverage.
Well, he led efforts to legalize same-sex marriage, as soon as he became mayor of San Francisco. Of the items that you were just mentioning, what do you think he's going to make a big splash policy announcement maybe in the first 90 days?
Well, one thing he has talked about, and it's leaked out in the last couple of days, is expanding when you have children to family leave to 6 months, which would be the largest time in the nation. He calls this a stretch goal, as he told us yesterday, but there's no way, he has not explained how to pay for it or how much it would cost. But this is sort of in that realm. I don't know if we're going to see something as bold as same-sex marriage and such, because the stakes are so much higher as governor of the nation's largest state than it is of a city like San Francisco.
Governor Brown moving out, Governor Newsom about to take over in Sacramento. What's the biggest difference? What are we going to see here in the next 4 years that we did not see with Governor Brown?
You're going to see stylistic differences, number one. Even start with last night, as we wrote in the Chronicle this morning. Newsom posing for selfies with people, mixing with the crowds. He has his one major difference is he has 4 young children, Governor Brown and his wife, Gus Brown, older couple, did not have any children. So you're going to see a stylistic difference. You're also going to see Newsom is a big thinker. He likes to think outside the box. He likes, and he's dealing, as you said at the top of the story here, with a huge budget surplus. So he'll have money to play with. Brown came into office. There was a $27 billion deficit. The state was in terrible financial straits. So it's an entirely different dynamic here.
Governor Brown's been hammered by a number of Californians for the whole high-speed rail project that is still ongoing, the Delta water tunnels. How does Newsom play with these 2 projects? Where do you think, will he continue to push forward, or is he going to maybe stop one of these projects?
Newsom told us yesterday that sometime in the next several months, his team is already working on a very sober assessment of high-speed rail and what it is and what it isn't. Throughout the campaign, he talked about how he would like to focus on the high-speed rail coming from the Central Valley to the Silicon Valley, valley to valley, as he calls it, from where the jobs are, where the job growth centers are, and where more affordable housing is. So I would look for him to sort of forget that whole southern leg to Los Angeles and just focus on that and trying to figure out how to finance the thing. It's already under construction.
Right.
As for the Delta tunnels, there are a few answers there, and I don't think the people I've been talking to in the last several days, everyone's baffled about what to do there. And Newsom throughout the campaign was very dodgy about how he would address that. So that one is going to be up in the stratosphere for a while.
All right, big day in Sacramento, Joe. We know you're busy. We always appreciate your time.
Always good to be here. Talk to you soon in Oakland.
All right, see you soon. KT